Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. I'm recording this video in the dark as a way of protesting the possible passage of either SOPA, PIPA, or ACTA. Or any or all of these bills could be catastrophic for the internet. But the reason I'm recording this video is to talk to you about a very important topic that we've just now covered on lockergnome.com. It went live minutes ago, and you are the first to find out about it. Click the link right now, and you can be the first to +1 it, which is, I'm going to do it. I'm racing you. I'm going to do it for you. +1. I'm also going to tweet it, and I'm going to like it. And the title of the article, as we've linked in the video description, is Why You Should Google Yourself. It was kind of a running joke, or it's been one for a while. Not me. I guess I have been a running joke. Although I don't really run. Don't even walk, even. So I do Google myself. I was Googling myself before Google. I was always looking for mentions of my name and where I might be linked. My blog, chris.perlow.com, my website, lockergnome.com or lockergnome.net. Now I'm watching all mentions for Gnomies, thanks to the new service we launched on gnomies.com, Gnomies. And it's a certain part of our community you can join. The idea, though, of Googling yourself isn't so much about narcissism or ego. It's really keeping track of what people are saying about you and your brand. I remember when Google launched, it was the new kid on the block. I was still using MSN search. Oh, that was a long time ago. Back in the days of WebCrawler and Lycos and AltaVista. Oh, yeah. I remember the internet before search engines. The way that we found out what was happening on the internet, Scott Yanoff had a list that he emailed to people, and that was posted to a Usenet news group. Oh, that was back in the day. Long before a graphical web browser, that's for sure, when you could finger Coke machines. So, I remember searching for my name in Google, Chris Pirillo, and seeing what would come up. And I would watch as I would search for the word Chris. And one day, I was searching for the word Chris, and I could see Chris Pirillo was number 10. Like, oh my God, I'm the number 10 Chris on Google. And then over time, as more and more people would link back to my blog, and they would use the word Chris as they link back to me, that relevance for Chris rose higher and higher and higher, and before too long, I was the number 1 search for Chris on Google. That was kind of cool. That's bragging rights. Not the first Chris Pirillo. That's easy. The first Chris on Google for an extended period of time. And then at some point last year, Chris Brown started beating me. Physically, really. And it's Rihanna and I, we got some stories to tell. He became the first Chris. And then some people said, no, I'm the first Chris again. And Chris Brown and I have been beating one another intermittently over the past year for organic searches for the word Chris. Not to say that everybody goes to Google and searches for the word Chris. But if you're not Googling your name, beyond finding out where it happens to sit, if it sits anywhere, it's really keeping an eye on what people are saying about you. You can't expect that if someone wants to communicate with you, they're going to use channels like email or Twitter or Facebook, Google Plus, or YouTube. And even if they do, finding that information can be somewhat of a challenge. I always tell people, hey, dude, drop me a line. You want me to see something? Email me, chris@perillo.com. It's easy to do. But if I wasn't actively searching for my name, I would be wondering what people were saying about me. Do you not want to know what people are saying about you? You should. Because what if they're saying bad things about you? People say bad things about me all the time. They're off their rocker. They're largely nutty, but they still do. So I have a chance to step in and say, dude, what the hell are you talking about, dude? Come on, really? I can defend myself, and I do defend myself. Especially when people are spreading lies about me. I don't like that. Whether it's on YouTube, Google+, Facebook, whatever. I won't stand for it. This is one thing about me. You can push me. I'm going to push back. That's just, it's been that way since I stood up to bullies when I was a kid. So if you're not watching what people are saying about you, that's dangerous. Imagine if you're not searching for your own name and you've put content out there. Because you have. If you're leaving a comment on this video, you're putting content out there. And your name is possibly associated somewhere with your account. And granted, most of you may be anonymous on YouTube, and that's cool. But if you're not watching your name, imagine if at some point in the future someone else is watching what others are saying about you. Your reputation could be destroyed before you even knew it was destroyed. And that's important if you intend on entering the job market at some point in the future, because people will Google you. It's not very painful. It's really easy to do. And again, it has nothing inherently to do with ego or narcissism. It's fun to do, yes. But more importantly, it's potential damage control. Or you can find out some of your biggest supporters by Googling your name. Who links to you? This is one of the reasons why we have a backlink of the day every single day with the live broadcast, the Locker Gnome Daily Report, this thing that we're doing right now on YouTube. We feature a backlink of the day because we love when you link back to lockergnome.com. We love when you embed any one of our videos on your blog, or you share them, or you like them and whatnot. So the backlink of the day, just to give a mention, is at donwiggins.co. And this is what Don writes, and he links back to the article. He was very, I would say, respectful. And he agreed with what we were saying about how businesses could use Twitter. And when you link back to the things that we do, it allows people who read what you have to share to discover us. Links are how the web works. And so kind of coming full circle, we've done other videos and other posts on lockergnome.com about SOPA, PIPA, and ACTA. If any of these bills pass in Congress and become law, the internet, as you know it today, will be gone. This isn't just about stopping piracy, despite SOPA being titled, aptly so, Stopping Piracy, or Stopping Online Piracy, to be specific, SOPA. The Stop Online Piracy Act. Sorry, I should have done the full acronym right up front, but it's also a very tasty Mexican soup. We would never want to outlaw that anywhere, because it's very tasty, isn't it, SOPA? So, lightheartedness aside, they are the government, the U.S. government, who thinks they know better than the internet, even though none of them seemingly have ever used the internet or seemingly understand how links work and how community works. YouTube could be taken completely offline, because of your activity. YouTube offline because you do something that another company says that you shouldn't have done without any due process. Meaning if that company merely accuses YouTube of harboring you, they can be taken offline based on an accusation. How this makes any degree of sense is a little beyond me until you stop and think about the people who are wanting this to pass. These people, also known as corporations, which we all know are people, according to the U.S. government now. It's another asinine topic to go on at a later date. They're scared. Their whole business model is predicated on control, and they can't control the internet. So if you can't control something, shut it down, break it. And here's the funny thing. They're trying to stop piracy, and instead of stopping it with these bills passing, they'll actually make it widespread. I would predict that piracy would be even more rampant, and there's nothing they could do to stem that tide. I think this is a dumbass idea, but then again, I'm not the one that you elected, and this is something that if you don't take a stance on it, who will? Links are the backbone of the internet, so you'll have to pardon as I kind of take the side tangent specifically today in conjunction with this article on Googling yourself. Google wouldn't exist if these bills pass. So everything that you love about the internet could be gone, so Google your name before it's too late. Oh, and if you don't want it to be too late, contact your congressperson. Let them know they're a dumbass. And by the way, even if they weren't, they've done something to deserve it.